morning, students. Okay, so we will continue coordinate geometry. Our next topic is area of triangle using the coordinates. Okay, see, listen, this topic has been deleted in the syllabus, but still I am explaining for your further studies. Okay, so suppose there are 3 points, say coordinates of A are x1 y1, coordinates of B being x2 y2, and coordinates of C being x3 y3. Then the formula for finding area of triangle. Okay, area of triangle, I am directly writing the formula, not deriving it, because this is the deleted topic. Okay, still I am explaining. So area of triangle ABC is simple half. Now x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y. So simple, this is the formula for finding the area of triangle when you are given the coordinates of the 3 points. Okay, we will do one question. Suppose we are given the coordinates, say A have coordinates minus 5 minus 1, B have coordinates 3 minus 5, and that of C, the coordinates are 5 comma 2. Okay, suppose these are the coordinates. I need to find the area of triangle. So according to this formula, just assume these are my x1 y1, these 2 points will be x2 y2, and this x3 y3. So what is area of triangle? Half. Now see, just write down the formula and substitute the value. What is here x1? x1 is 5, so 5. Then y2 minus y3, the value of y2 is minus 5 and the value of y3 is 2. So instead of y2 I will write minus 5 and value of y3 is minus 2. Now x2, what is the value of x2 is 3. So write 3. y3 minus y1. See, the value of y3 is 2 and that of y1 is minus 1. So I will write 2 minus minus of 1 plus x3. The value of x3 is 5. So 5 into y1 minus y2. The value of y1 minus 1 and that of y2 is minus of 5. Beware of signs. Okay. Now solve it. So half. See, minus 5 minus 2 becomes minus of 7. Then 2 minus minus of 1. So it becomes 3. And minus 1 plus 5 becomes 4. Now multiply it. What we will get? Minus 35 plus 9 plus 20. So half minus 35 plus 29. Minus 35 plus 29 is minus of 6. So half into minus of 6, it's 3 square units. Now the question arises, sir, why you have written positive 3. So remember, this formula is under mod. So area cannot be negative. So what will be the area is 3 square units. Now one more thing. Suppose you have to prove that the points are collinear. So one way was just find the distance of the 3 points and see whether any two of them sum is equal to the third one. We have one more way to prove that the points are collinear. You just note it down. Okay, if the points are collinear, what will happen? Then the area of triangle will be 0. Okay, because if points are collinear, then we will not get triangle and hence the area will be 0. So the other way of proving that the points are collinear is simple. Just put down the formula, find the area of triangle, and the area of triangle will be 0. And if area of triangle is 0, we can easily say that the points are collinear. So this is all about coordinate geometry. Now we will start the next chapter. Okay students, so now we will start the next chapter, which is probability. This is the last chapter of your text. Okay, I am starting it because it has only one exercise, so we will complete it faster and we can continue the syllabus. Okay, so what is this probability? इस probability से हम क्या समझते हैं? What is this probability? Probability is nothing. It's just chances of happening or non-happening of any event. Okay. What is probability? It's simply the chances of happening or non-happening of any event. किसी भी event के होने या ना होने के संभावनाएं, chances, that means संभावनाएं, is probability. Okay. Now what is this event? What is this event? Event is nothing. It is simple. Any trial, okay, with or without result. Okay, what is event? Any trial with or without any result. Now what is this trial? You may know we are trying to attempt something. So किसी ट्रायल का या तो रिजल्ट हो या नहीं भी हो, देन इट इज नॉन एज इवेंट. ओके, नाउ वन मोर थिंग, एक्सपेरिमेंट. व्हाट इज दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट? एक्सपेरिमेंट क्या होता है? सी, IPL is going on, so cricket match, it is also an experiment. How? Okay, so let me explain you what is experiment. I have written here any trial with or without result. Okay, and there is a difference between event and experiment. And what is this? Experiment is, it is trial whose outcome we can say result. Okay, the word outcome refers to result. So trial whose outcome is not known. ऐसा ट्रायल जिसके आउटकम हमें नहीं पता है उसको क्या बोलेंगे? एक्सपेरिमेंट. ओके, सो सिंपल. आई टोल्ड यू that a cricket match is experiment. Why? Because till the last ball we don't know who is going to win and who is going to lose, so that means the outcome is not known earlier, we come to know later. But when we perform during the start we don't know about the result. Such a trial is known as experiment. Okay, got it? Fine. Now coming to event again. There is one category of event which is mutually exclusive event. What is this mutually exclusive event? There is one more name of this mutually exclusive event. It is also known as equally likely event. Mutually exclusive event or equally likely event. What is this? Okay. Before explaining this, let me ask you a question. You have studied in 9th class little bit about probability. What is probability? Is favorable cases upon total cases. Okay, in 9th class you have studied this. Favorable cases upon total cases is what probability refers to. Okay, so if I ask you a simple question, that what is the probability of falling of a fan, ceiling fan of your room, आपके कमरे में जो पंखा है उसके गिरने की प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी होगी? अब इस फॉर्मूले के हिसाब से हम देखें टोटल केस कितने होंगे? 2. either it will fall or it will not fall. Favorable 1, it will fall. So the probability of falling a fan of your room is 1/2. That means 50%. Is it true? Then it is very risky to slip. Okay, so this is not true because there is a condition which you have not studied in 9th class, which you are going to study in 10th class. This formula of probability is applicable only when these cases are mutually exclusive or equally likely. Okay, so what is this equally likely? Equally likely means chances of each case is same. Okay, listen again. This formula can be applied only when the cases are mutually exclusive. The other name for that is equally likely. हम ये फॉर्मूले को तभी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं जब हमारे केसेस कैसे हो? इक्वली लाइकली. And what do this equally likely refers to? Equally likely refers to the chances of each case is when same. Then we say that the cases are equally likely. For example, when we toss a coin, chances of head is 1/2 and the chances of tail is 1/2. Simple. For tossing a coin, chances of head 1/2, chances of tail is 1/2. So the chances are same. So this type of event, this type of cases are mutually exclusive cases. Talking about the dice, probability of getting 1 is 1/6. Probability of getting 2 is also 1/6, and you will find that probability of getting 6 is also 1/6. So see, the chances of each and every outcome is same. Such type of cases are known as mutually exclusive cases, and for such type of cases only we can apply the formula of probability, which is favorable cases by total cases. Now see, this is the bounded formula. Why bounded? Because it has a condition that the cases should be equally likely. Okay, so this formula of probability is known as empirical formula, and such type of probability is known as empirical probability. Okay, so once again I will explain. Whenever the chances of each case is same in any experiment, we say that the cases or the outcomes of that experiments are mutually exclusive, and for such cases, such experiment only, we can write or use the formula of probability, which is favorable cases upon total cases. Okay, so this is what probability refers to. Okay, so this is the formula for finding out the probability, which is favorable cases upon total cases, but this is applicable only when the cases are mutually exclusive, and I have explained you what does this mutually exclusive or equally likely refers to. I said the probability is nothing but the ratio of number of favorable outcomes to that of total number of outcomes. Okay, what does probability refers to? Probability or empirical probability is the ratio of number of favorable outcomes to that of total number of outcomes. Now, based on this formula, I am going to define two things. First is sure event. What does this sure mean? Sure means 100%. Okay, and what does 100% means? 100% means you get 100 out of 100, so that is 1. Okay, so sure event is event whose probability is 1. Okay, any event whose probability is 1 is sure event. Now, second thing is impossible event. What is this impossible event? It is event whose probability is 0. Okay, there are two things. Any event whose probability is 1, that is sure event, and any event whose probability is 0 is impossible event. Okay, impossible event, it is not going to happen. Sure event, definitely it will happen. For example of sure event, you people are in 10th class. So what is the probability that you are in 10th class? You are in 10th class, that is sure event. Impossible event, what is the probability that you people will go to 9th class? Since you are in 10th, so you are not going to be demoted, you will be promoted. After passing 10th, you will go to 11th. So probability of your going to 9th class after passing 10th class is 0. So such an event is impossible event. Okay, so these are two things. Now one more thing. range of probability. Okay, remember one thing, this is very important, the range of probability. Okay, so the probability always lies between 0 and 1. Okay, the probability of any event, E for event, the probability of any event lies between 0 and 1. So whatever questions we will solve, we will find that the probability will lie between 0 and 1. So this is what the range of probability is. Now one more thing, total probability theorem. What is this total probability theorem? You know this sign refers to sum and you call it sigma. Okay, so sum of, total probability theorem says sum of all the probabilities of any event is equal to 1. Okay, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि किसी भी इवेंट के जितने भी ट्रायल्स हैं, जितने भी आउटकम्स हैं, उनकी प्रोबेबिलिटी का सम हमेशा कितना होगा? 1. Okay, I will explain you this thing by one example. Suppose I throw a dice. Okay, and after throwing dice I find that probability of getting 1 is 1 by 6, probability of getting 2 is also 1 by 6, similarly of 3 is also 1 by 6, 4 1 by 6, 5 1 by 6 and 6 is also 1 by 6. Okay, so there are 6 cases. Whenever we roll a dice, okay, there are 6 cases, either we will get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. The probability of all these will be 1 by 6. Now you add this, what you will get? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 6 upon 6, which is 1. So the sum of all probabilities of any event, all probabilities means the total possible outcomes that it have and its probability, the sum of that is 1. Okay, now using this, one more thing can be derived, that the probability of happening plus probability of not happening. Not happening is E complement. You, in some text it is like this, E complement. Okay, so the probability of happening plus probability of not happening is 1. किसी भी चीज की होने की और नहीं होने की प्रोबेबिलिटी को जब हम ऐड करेंगे तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? 1. सिंपल क्वेश्चन. ओके, सपोज you give a mathematics test, so the chances of your getting being passed is 70%, where E refers to being passed. तो एक इवेंट E है जो क्या है? being passed in test. टेस्ट में पास होने के चांसेस कितने? 70%. So you have to find probability of being failed. How much it will be? Simple, 30%. Okay, now we will see this in terms of probability. 70%. 70% means 70 by 100. Just cancel it out. So happening of event is 7 by 10. Now being fed, that means we need to find the complement. What it will be? From here, if we find complement, it will be 1 minus probability of event. Okay, so simple, 1 minus 7 upon 10, which will be 3 by 10, and 3 by 10 is simple 30%. Okay,